I think the white man did significant damage to Africa, but I also think that we can't keep blaming the white man for the problems that Africa is currently facing. I think at some point we need to take some personal responsibility for what we're doing and then push forward. Today's topic is me just thinking through the xenophobic attacks that have been going on in South Africa. Hi, my name is Ty, and I try to sprinkle some common sense into the nonsense that is Nigerian politics and the world news. If this is kind of something that you're interested in, please hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers by the end of June. I know it's a possibility, so help me out. It doesn't cost anything, and it will do the world of good to me. So thank you. Um, so recently there was a notification by the Nigerian government to Nigerians in South Africa, because their Freedom Day was coming and there were threats of xenophobia that were going to happen on that Freedom Day. It's weird because at every point where South Africa tried to be free from apartheid, African nations stood with them. Nigeria stood with them. The AU, African Union, stood with them to help free Nelson Mandela and to bring them out of that system. But it always seems that when things are rough there, the easiest thing is to just move to xenophobia immediately. It's weird. There's in 2021 they started what is called Operation Dudula. Basically means to force out in the isiZulu language. And their major concern is that, oh, immigrants are causing unemployment, immigrants are increasing crime, immigrants are taking their women, and public services are collapsing because of immigrants. And this is not a new argument. This is the kind of argument that Donald Trump does in America, where Americans just feel that, oh, the immigrants are the cause of all our problems. But if you really look deep down, you understand that the failure is the failure of the government. And one thing about human nature is the tendency to dodge accountability. South Africa currently is in a crisis. A lot of their youth are currently unemployed, and that is not the fault of immigrants. Immigrants are leaving places like Nigeria. Nigerian citizens are leaving places like Nigeria to go to places like South Africa for a quote unquote better life. And when they get there, there is a hustle culture that happens with Nigerians and a belief that no is not a good answer. So they keep pushing and pushing and pushing. And many times their successes, they are overwhelming successes, but generally they're just people living their lives. And when other people in the countries that we go to see us and they say, ah, this person is taking from me, this person is taking from me. And Nigerians are generally loud, Nigerians are generally flamboyant. So when you see Nigerians spending and doing other things, you attribute your lack to the abundance of Nigerians. Africa will continue in the quote unquote dark ages until we learn what unity really is. And I don't expect unity when we are fractured in different places and people need stuff. The truth about it is, we will all revert to tribalism when things are rough. And when I say tribalism, I don't necessarily mean, oh, I'm a Shekiri, I'm Yoruba. I mean, we build our tribes. My friends, the people that I've picked are my tribe. And if it comes down to it, I'll pick my friends first. I cannot now pick my friends at the detriment of other people just because they're my friends. I worry about Africa. I worry about South Africa because their government is escaping responsibility. And the reason why these things can keep happening and they'll just say, oh, they'll do something about it, they'll do something about it, but they don't do something about it is because they know that immigrants are the easiest excuse for them not doing their job. So if I know there's an excuse that's always going to be for me every single time, why will I get rid of that excuse? Why? It's just like when people do something bad and say, oh, it's the devil. It's the devil that made me do it. Why we get rid of the devil when we can always just blame him when we do something that is not correct? I'm worried about Africa, man. I'm worried because I know that there's so much potential in Africa, but we are too focused on nonsense to reach the common sense that is unity is our strength and we will do much better together than apart. Rest in peace to everybody that has passed away for things like this. Condolences to everybody that has been hurt by this. Even the people that are committing these xenophobic attacks, I feel empathy on some level for them because they don't realize that they are being pawns in a useless game. At least the ones that don't realize. And again, it just comes down to education sometimes. Yeah. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section below. This was not structured or scripted. I just wanted to speak from the heart. Yeah. See you on the next video. Goodbye.